$1 million
Okay.
question. Oh my God, this
Oh
is
my
working!
God, it's working!
Some God heard us.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you for waiting for me.
We made it work, so that's cool. Thank you for your time, and thank you for accepting. So I
glad
have.
you know to do this.
I will have a few questions, and well, if people want to ask a question in the chat, well, now it's your video. You can. It's your life. You can do whatever you want.
You can ask questions about Wegferend or about Le Garçon de l'automne. It's fine, as you want.
Okay. So first question, just basically, how do you feel? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. You know, now that lockdown is over, I mean, it's still not completely over. We still have to be very careful and everything, but at least we can go out in nature, and that feels so good. I went to the forest last weekend to have a walk, and it felt really regenerating, you know, in some ways. That was amazing.
Okay.
And I'm still not working. I mean, I'm still working from home, so that's all right. And you?
Okay. I'm quite fine, actually.
Yeah.
I'm okay. So I'm working again. I stopped working for 1 month approximately, and now working again from home. And I lived for 1 month as a completely, as a complete independent musician, and that was very cool because I was still getting paid, and I was just making music and being paid. That was like perfect life. But now I have to.
Brilliant life. You never want to get out of that life.
No, but now I have to work again, so.
Yeah.
Man's gotta eat. Yeah. So, how was the lockdown? You were with your sister, right?
Yes, I live with my sister. Luckily, we have a big house with a small garden, so that's okay. But, you know, not being able to see the friends, the family, and loved ones in general, and not being able to just, you know, have a walk out and, you know, always have this very sort of, I don't know, anxious, not anxious, but like worrisome climate whenever you go out to buy groceries, and it's really distressing. I hated that. Now it's a bit better, but, well, you know, lockdown is never really cool situation, but we were lucky. We got out of it quite nice. Some people had it much worse, so well.
Okay. Let's talk a bit more about music in general. So it seems you are playing in the band called Wegferend.
Yes.
And
indeed.
It seems a lot of people are misspelling it. Maybe I also. Actually, at the beginning, I thought it was some old German.
You're close.
So what does the name mean, and why did you choose this name?
Actually, the mischief is mine. I am trained as a linguist. I studied English. I'm very fond of languages in general, and I studied, you know, English thoroughly at university and everything. And I also studied the history of the language, and Wegferend actually comes from Old English, and it means wayfarer, because I wanted a name that meant something, but that you could not, you know, you couldn't guess the meaning first sight, you know, something that was a bit mysterious. I didn't want the name in English or in French, or, you know, I wanted something really weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So something mysterious, but still meaning something.
Exactly. Meaningful, but mysterious.
Yeah. And at the beginning I thought it was German, because das Weg in German is still...
It does sound like German, doesn't it?
Still used today. Okay. So last year it was kind of a busy year for Wegferend. You published your first EP. So as the first EP was called En Notre Monde Chapitre 1, I guess we can hope for chapter 2. Are
Very
you
much so,
working?
yeah.
Are you working
Yes.
on something?
Yes, to be honest, chapter 2 is almost ready. The songs are almost all finished. We just have to work on it because those are really complex songs to play in some
Yeah.
ways. But yeah, it should, I don't know, the end of this year or next year, but it's not going to be a very long wait, I think. We're going to try to make it, you know, as quickly as possible, but, you know, not too quick so as to make it really well. We want it to sound amazing.
Okay. Still talking about the band, quite surprising fact, your twin sister, Manon, is also part of the band.
Yes.
So, is it kind of a family affair or something?
It's what's funny is that we are not from a family of musicians at all. Nobody plays music in our family, so we're like aliens, basically. And I have always sung, you know, from as far as I can remember. I know everybody says that, but it's very true. And Manon started playing the guitar when she was 13, so that's half her life now. And so yeah, from the moment she started playing the guitar, we wanted to make a band, to make our own music. And she got insanely good. She became really good. That's something people tell us when they see us live, that our guitar player really has a style of her own, so we're really proud to have her. But yeah, we wanted to make music together from a very early stage, and so we started making covers, and then we made our first band in high school, which was like a metal band, but it was really not really nice. And then we made Wegferend, yeah, and now we think we have found our style, we have found what we really like, you know, because Manon is much more into the acoustic guitar. Yeah, we're more into folk now.
Okay. Okay, cool. You also write poems on your page, Tales and Spells.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Are there differences between writing poems and writing lyrics?
Well, I don't think so. I just write the things that come to my mind, you know? I mean, you write poems too, so I don't know if you have the same approach. But I just write the things, they flow. Sometimes I just try more mathematically, you know, to make the words and the feet match, because I like classical poetry. I like things when they are really in their place. So, but I really like to go with the flow when I write, although when I write songs, sometimes I try to make a chorus and, you know, a bridge and that kind of thing. So sometimes I think more in terms of let's make a song out of it, but sometimes really not. And then I adapt, you know, when I make the melody, and I just adapt to the lyrics that I wrote. And sometimes my poems become songs. Most of the time, though. Yeah.
Okay,
how do you do it?
Actually, this is very different because my poems are very mathematical, with always the same number of syllables. In the music, you have to adapt totally the lyrics to. I mean, that's how I do. I adapt that to the melody, and so I can be as mathematical as when I write poems. So that's kind of different, and the topics are not the same too. My poems are most of the time about my lowest lows, and I don't want that for music. I want something that tells more of stories, and not only me being depressed or me me complaining about my life.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's pretty much the only difference I can see between my poetry and my songs. You know, there is not much difference in the writing process, but when I write something about myself, it usually stays a poem. It doesn't become a song. Yeah, I understand that.
During the lockdown, you posted some videos. There is one video of Manon playing one of the songs of the EP, and there was a cover of Faun with you and Manon. How do you keep all the creative things flowing during this tough situation?
Well, I have to admit that was quite hard, to be fair, especially towards the end. We did that at the beginning, though, when, you know, at the beginning you're just happy to be at home and to be able to play lots of music. And well, we've wanted to do Tinta for a while because we have been playing this song for a while. We played it at a best friend's wedding, you know,
Okay.
which was last year. But yeah, and so we were like, okay, no, this is the time. Let's post it, you know. So. And then we wanted to do some things to put on our Facebook page, and I suggested to do a simple, laid-back, stripped-back version of Nothing But the Rain, which is the first song from our first EP. And Manon said, "Oh, why couldn't I just do that with the solo guitar, with the classical guitar? Normally it's a folk guitar." Because when she first wrote the song, it was on classical guitar, and we thought that it sounded amazing on a classical guitar. So I was like, yeah, let's do this. This is a great idea. And yeah, that's what we did. And then Thomas, who is our percussionist, he did this video of a Star Wars theme because he's a big fan of Star Wars. He couldn't help it, and that was really nice too. And I also made lots and lots and lots of music for my new project, which is coming soon, but still secret now.
Still secret, okay.
Yeah, but to be honest, that's the biggest amount of music I made was for this new project.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So in this very particular situation, what is the best way to support Wegferend now that tours are cancelled and shows and festivals? How can people help the band being active?
Well, I suppose you can listen to our EP on YouTube or on Bandcamp. You can watch our videos. And if you want to buy our EP, you can do so. You can contact us, if you please, by Facebook or by Instagram. Don't hesitate. I'll probably be the one to answer, or my friend Thomas, maybe. And yeah, really, don't hesitate, because we'll be really happy to help you. And yeah, you can talk about our music friends if you like it. Don't hesitate to spread the word, spread the love, you know. I guess that's pretty much it. You know, share our pages with your friends if you think they'll like it. That's, you know, the usual way of helping artists, I think.
Okay, so everyone heard that, and I hope everyone will check your EP because that's very, very, very good music.
Thank you.
I have one last question. This is always the last one, and this is the trickiest one. According to you, what will be the impact of the epidemic on the music industry, on the folk scene, on organizers, on festivals, etc.? Is it going to be more complicated in the future to have big festivals or something?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm quite afraid so. I don't see how things could, you know, come back to normal soon. Like, there will be a lot of negative impacts, I think. I mean, I don't want to be, you know, pessimistic, but I guess this is just, you know, seeing reality in some way. Like, organizers are going to have a hard time because we don't know when we're going to be able to have festivals again. We don't know. Like some countries said, not until August, not until September, but we didn't know if from September on it will be fine. You know, we have no idea. We hope so, but so for small bands and small festivals, things are going to be very difficult. I hope the situation comes back to normal as soon as possible. But that's the hardest thing, I think, for organizers in particular. It's not being able to know, you know, when things will be fine again. It's being blind, really.
Yeah.
And yes, Lauren, we would love to come to the UK. Sorry to do that. Yeah, and yeah, it was it. What do you think? I mean, because you know probably the festival, you know, life more than I do, because being from where you are, there are lots of folk festivals, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be very complicated because I think we are going to have some specific rules for quite a long time. Not only 2020, but even maybe 2021. I keep in the back of my head that it may be impossible to have big festival even next year. And I'm also a bit afraid that organizers are going to kind of put some rules themselves. I mean, once authorities will say, okay, it's okay now, we can do some festivals again, and no more rules, no social distancing or whatever, I fear that some organizers are going to say, okay, we were told that it was safe, but just to be sure, maybe we should try to keep a low amount of people, and I'm kind of afraid of that. And it also means the end of some smaller festivals.
Yes,
because there are some,
that's the most frightening thing,
some smaller organizations that won't make it due to financial problems. So maybe we'll have to rethink all festival organization, and maybe some shows, and also rethink the way we are enjoying these moments and organizing them. So I think for now we just have to wait and see.
Yes,
and cross
probably.
fingers to get back to something as close as possible to normal.
Yeah.
But
But not drive-in concerts.
No,
that's weird.
That's really weird. And if we are getting some drive-in concerts, I'm really looking forward to watching some mosh pits videos on YouTube.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be really fun.
Okay. Well, thank you very, very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that was a real pleasure. And
Me too.
well, I hope we'll have the opportunity to meet when we can.
Yes.
Which is not possible so far. But,
yes. Share the stage somewhere. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool.
Yeah, I would love to. With all those folk bands around, in France and, the neighboring countries, I see some people in the watchers, the viewers, that's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Many people, would love to share the stage somewhere, So let's hope it's possible in the near future.
Yeah, let's cross the fingers. Thank you again, and have a nice evening.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.